All right, what I have here is an interesting little gun that I picked up a while back. When I bought it, I thought I was buying a Civil War LaFanchot 12 millimeter pinfire. Bought it really quickly, just picked it up. I was impressed with how it functioned. It functions pretty flawlessly. Has great lockup. Indexing is good on it. Overall, it feels pretty solid. And you know, I bought it. It was just a cool old pinfire. I can't find any instance on the internet of what this thing is, and that's why I'm going to you guys. The things that I do know about it is, obviously, it is a pinfire. You can see the pinholes up top. It is an 11 millimeter. It has a 5.5 inch barrel, and it has these really ornate grips with a lion running through some foliage of some type. It has absolutely no markings, no proof markings, nothing on it anywhere. I've taken it all apart, put it back together. I cannot find a mark, serial number, proof. I think that it's probably Belgian, but hopefully these grips can help identify it. Like I said, this is a lion, and it looks like it's going through some sort of foliage. These grips are in great shape, both sides. Has no cracking or anything like that. The gun itself is covered in a plum-colored patina that is at least 120 years old. Let's see if we can take it apart here. It comes apart very interesting. You remove this screw right here. I just have it finger tight. And then the cylinder arbor unscrews from the gun. It just unscrews. It's a pretty deep set of screws there, so it'll take a second. Comes loose. Cylinder slides off. Cylinder's in great shape. Bores are still fairly decently smooth. Not real sure it was ever shot alight, but I cannot find a proof mark anywhere on the cylinder. No markings of any type. These cylinder stop notches are pretty unique. I've never seen this before. The ratchet is sharp, and it's almost like it's new. Like I said, this is an 11 millimeter. I put the calipers on it. It's 11.2 millimeters. The barrel itself mics out at exactly 11 millimeters. The forcing cone measures out at 11.2. Barrel's 5 inches long. Has a ejection rod right here. Let's see if we can get it back together here real quick. This is kind of strange. I've never seen one go together like this. Get it back together. And it turns, and it actually stops right in place of where the screw needs to go. All the screws are very serviceable. They all come loose. Nothing's locked up. It stops perfectly right there. We will put the screw back in. Hard to do when I'm looking over the top of the camera. But all in all, this is a pretty cool looking gun. I'd really appreciate it if anybody could help me identify this thing. I think the biggest clue is going to be these grips. Has the lanyard ring, which is real loose. Double action works perfect on this thing. Single action works perfect. Everything seems to be working really well. The sight is pretty much on. Has one of those sight notches in the hammer. Feels really good. Like I said, not a single mark, proof, stamping, nothing on it. Now let's see if we can take the grips off here real quick. Sometimes clues to what these things are can be found underneath the grips. Again, I couldn't find anything under the grips. You see, that's the style of mainspring it has. Very similar to an 1851 Colt. All in all, a really nice, solid old gun. I just wish I could figure out what it is. If anybody knows, please leave me a comment. Thank you.